Well, remember, we're thinking about hospitality, not just martyrdom. So let's return back to that image of being gathered around a table somewhere. We've got friends, we've got acquaintances, we've got food, we've got a spirit of fellowship. My word for hospitality has two parts, martyred and then stewards. Let's take a look at the second part. Well, a steward is something we don't think about very often. You may hear about every November. There's usually Stewardship Sunday in a church where they're wanting you to think about your financial giving. You may think about being a good steward of the earth and being, treading lightly on the things that we have, conserving resources and whatnot. And that's exactly the concept in hospitality that I want us to think about. The radical hospitality is really about sharing resources that we have that are available to somebody else who may need them. For us, for you all as college students, and for us as a college community, it may mean something like sharing clothes, maybe sharing food, sharing money, sharing time. It doesn't mean sharing answers on a quiz or on a test or on a homework assignment. It doesn't mean that. So share other things besides that. So what it means for us is that if I have something that I know that somebody else has a need with, then it's part of my obligation as a steward to share that. For example, there's lots of people that have moved here from a warmer climate. They may not have the clothes that they need to stay warm. If you have some extra sweaters and extra coat, it'd be nice to share them with them. If you know someone doesn't have a car and they need a ride to Walmart, call up your friend who doesn't have a car and say, hey, you want to ride along with me when I go? This same group of students, seniors, has been talking about wanting to find a place where we can actually do that. So you might check the Jinx Tale in the next couple weeks. We're going to actually have a place where people can bring clothes that are in good order. Someone may be starting to student teach and they need professional clothes, and if someone else has some that they don't want to wear anymore, or that they would like to provide for someone else, then we're gonna have a place where that can happen. It doesn't just mean the resources of time or of money. It also means the resource of time and physical attention when you're with one another. I think that's something that we as a steward can learn how, like if I'm here, I want to really fully be here when I'm talking with other people. Well, hospitality is pursuing a stranger as if they were a friend. Simply put, it's being a martyred steward, giving our lives away and sharing the resources that we have. Well, I want to say this one last thing about how I think we can begin to do that. First of all, it's in our benefit that we are actually a really friendly college. We have, some of you, that's why you came here, because you came to campus and everyone's saying hi to you. That's a word that we can definitely use to describe who we are. We are a friendly campus. However, I think there's something beyond just being friendly that actually is a part of hospitality. My question for us is, do you really see people on campus, more than just for the categories that they fill? Maybe you think, oh, they're a smart person, maybe they're a jock, they're a rich person, they're a whatever, fill in the blank. We've sort of got people in categories, but do you really see beyond the categories that people fulfill? It's really easy to reduce people to that. I want us to practice seeing people. There's a greeting in Southern Africa in the Ubuntu, I think I said it right, people group, that instead of saying hi or hello, they would say a phrase, sawubona is what the phrase is. And what it literally means is I see you. So sawubona means I see you. The implication for that is that until I see you, you don't exist. Now, some of us know that feeling. You're walking down the hallway, there's a person in the hallway down the other side, and they don't even look up at you, and you're 5 feet from them. And what does it make you feel? It makes you think, hello, I just was going to wave at you. I don't even exist. We get that. That's exactly what this greeting identifies. Sawubona, I see you. Now, the response to that greeting is sikona, which means I am here. If someone walks down the hallway, says sawubona, I see you, hello, then your response is to say sikona, I am here, acknowledging that their greeting to you is what brings you into existence. So I'm going to practice this. I'm going to say sawubona, and then I want you to say sikona, okay? So sawubona. Oh, good. You guys are listening. Good. Okay, so I see you. And hospitality this is a major part of hospitality. Because I see you, because I acknowledge your existence, because I'm willing to share what I have with you, we can truly begin to see each other. We can see past the categories. We can see past the roles that people fulfill in our lives. So I want to encourage us to look at each other, to see each other for who we really are, and to know that by seeing each other for who we really are, we're pursuing one another as if we're already friends. So my questions for you today: do you love strangers? Do you love someone that can't give you anything in return in the same way that you love your friends who can return the favor? Are you willing to pour out your lives to be a martyr as an act of love? And have you shared your gifts with others around you who need your gifts? Hospitality is so much more than throwing a great party. It's how we show our love to one another out of obedience to God. I gave you little bookmarks that have a quiz on them, and there's just some questions that I want you to think through. It may be, a way to see where God may be encouraging you to respond. Kristen sang a beautiful song, started us out with a song that was a prayer. And I think it's a prayer that's appropriate for us to ask God to give us a heart full of tender mercy and arms that are open wide. And we live in a certain time that needs us to show this love to other people. So may that be our prayer as we practice hospitality. May we have a heart full of tender mercy and arms that are open wide as we become people who give their lives away as an act of love.